Welcome, folks. Today we are discussing a research paper titled Experimental Thermal and Fluid Science, focusing on flow blurring atomization in twin fluid atomizers.
Interesting. What's the main goal of this research?
The researchers aim to understand how operating parameters affect the internal two-phase flow, and consequently, the quality of the spray produced by a twin fluid atomizer. They used a transparent injector to visualize the internal flow and employed various optical diagnostic techniques, like mi-scattering and particle image velocimetry, PIV, to characterize the spray.
So they could actually see what was happening inside the atomizer?
Precisely. The transparent design allowed for direct observation of the internal two-phase flow mixing of air and liquid. This is crucial because the internal mixing directly impacts the final spray characteristics.
I see. What kind of parameters did they vary?
They primarily varied the air-to-liquid ratio, ALR, and the liquid flow rate, LFR. They also investigated the effect of the geometrical parameter, HD, the ratio of the gap between the orifice and liquid tube to the orifice diameter. Different HD ratios lead to different atomization modes, either flow focusing or flow blurring.
And what did they find regarding the HD ratio?
They found that for HD ratios less than 0.25, the flow blurring configuration was observed, while higher ratios resulted in flow focusing. However, they also noted that the ALR could influence the atomization mode regardless of the HD ratio. At higher ALRs, flow blurring was observed even with HD ratios greater than 0.25.
That's a significant finding. How did they quantify spray quality?
They used several methods. Mi-scattering intensity, which is proportional to the surface area of the droplets, was a key metric. Higher intensity indicated finer atomization. They also used PIV to measure droplet velocity fields, providing insights into the spray's dynamics. Additionally, they analyzed the probability density function, PDF, of Mi-scattering intensity to understand the droplet size distribution.
So, higher Mi-scattering intensity means smaller droplets and better atomization?
Exactly. Yes. The higher the intensity, the larger the total surface area of the droplets, implying finer atomization. They also found a correlation between the Laplace number, a dimensionless number representing the ratio of pressure energy to surface energy, and spray quality. A higher Laplace number correlated with finer sprays.
That's interesting. The Laplace number seems like a useful parameter. Did they propose it as a new metric for atomizer performance?
Yes, they did. They argued that the Laplace number uniquely characterizes the internal two-phase flow, which directly influences spray quality. It's a macroscopic parameter that can be easily measured, even without optical access to the atomizer's interior.
That's a practical advantage. Did their findings challenge any existing assumptions?
Yes, to some extent. Previous studies often focused on ALR as the primary parameter influencing spray quality. This research showed that both ALR and LFR are crucial, and that the Laplace number provides a more comprehensive picture of atomizer performance. They also demonstrated that the spray development region extends to about 5 orifice diameters, downstream of the nozzle exit.
So the simple ALR isn't sufficient to fully characterize the atomization process?
Exactly. The researchers showed that for a given ALR, varying the LFR significantly impacts the internal flow and spray characteristics. The Laplace number, incorporating both pressure and surface tension effects, offers a more complete description.
What about the PIV results? What did they reveal about droplet velocities?
The PIV measurements showed that droplet velocity increased with both ALR and LFR. The droplets accelerated initially, then decelerated after about 5 diameters downstream. This acceleration region corresponds to vigorous droplet breakup and deformation. The researchers also found that Reynolds stresses, indicative of droplet breakup potential, decreased with axial distance.
Did they use any other advanced analysis techniques besides PIV?
Yes, they performed proper orthogonal decomposition, POD, analysis on high-speed images. This helped identify the dominant flow structures and instabilities contributing to spray formation. The POD analysis corroborated the findings from the Mi-scattering and PIV analyses.
So, overall, what were the key takeaways from this research?
The key takeaways are that the Laplace number is a superior performance indicator for flow blurring atomizers, considering both ALR and LFR, and that internal two-phase flow dynamics are crucial for understanding spray quality. Their use of a transparent injector and multiple optical diagnostic techniques provided a comprehensive understanding of the atomization process. The research also highlights the importance of considering both ALR and LFR when optimizing atomizer performance.
This was a very insightful discussion. Thank you for explaining this complex research in such a clear and concise manner.
You're welcome. Thanks for listening, folks. We hope you found this discussion informative. Goodbye.